and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Phil'sGang.com. That's Phil'sGang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let Phil'sGang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at Phil'sGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil'sGang.com. To be a successful investor, you need to stay current with the daily changes in the economy and the stock market. Phil Grandy and Phil'sGang.com can be your guide to becoming a better investor. Try the free 10-day trial at Phil'sGang.com for the working investor. From the opening bell to the closing, stay informed with what's happening in real time. The Working Investor Program includes full access to the Phil's Gang website, a morning update on what to look for that day on Wall Street, a market wrap on that day's trading, plus seminars, training, and tools to help you become a better investor. Go to Phil'sGang.com for a free 10-day trial. After that, it's just $59.95 a month for membership, daily updates, training, software, and the best investing advice every day. You can invest with the best. Phil Grandy and Phil'sGang.com. That's Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at Phil'sGang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at Phil'sGang.com.
Join my gang, Phil'sGang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's Phil'sGang.com.
The Feds have raised interest rates again. And AI is the topic of the day. No matter what the financial headlines are, be a successful investor with Phil's Gang at Phil'sGang.com. Take advantage of the free 10-day trial for the Working Investor Program. Phil Grandy has put together the tools you need to understand the stock market with full access to the Phil's Gang website and access to Phil's Pro 2 color-coded charting software. Know with confidence when to buy, sell, and short a stock. Members also have access to Coffee Talk. Every morning at 8:30 Eastern, Phil Grandy talks about what's happening on Wall Street that day. Want to be a better investor? Then take advantage of the free 10-day trial at Phil'sGang.com. You'll find many more features and tools for the working investor. After the trial, it's just $59.95 a month for membership. Invest with the best. Phil's Gang at Phil'sGang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Earnings are actually down about 6% year over year, Anastasia, but they're 6% above what the estimates are out there. So that's what's important.
Yeah, that's what's important. Yep. When you beat earnings, go buy that stock when they beat earnings. We talked about this yesterday. And they're really pushing that now. Now that earnings are at a 25-year low, earnings are so bad. And stocks are so overvalued. The valuations are insane. The reason you don't see the market doing anything in the last few days, because institutions aren't going to turn around and buy the S&P. They're not going to pay $30 for every $1 of earnings. Are you nuts? When they have, like Apple, for example, has negative returns, give me a break. They're not going to do that. That's insane. They're not going to jump into these stocks. These valuations are just crazy. So what they're up to now is they're trying to convince you, well, if they beat their own estimates, get out there and buy that stock. Well, as I explained yesterday, how do they beat their own estimates? Because they set their own estimates to be beaten. So that when they report on their earnings, oh, look it, we beat their earnings. So like I say, even Apple, their revenues are negative. But people are still going to pay $31 for every $1 of earnings when revenues are negative. It's just not Apple. This is crazy. I mean, they are right now, I mean, they're panicking. Remember, this whole stock market, this is all new to most of these people. This market since 2008, the NASDAQ went up 1,200%. The S&P went up 675%. Unheard of. Why? QE. What's that? Zero rates. Keep those rates at zero. The Fed, as long as they can keep rates at zero, keep buying treasuries, keep those rates down there, people went nuts. Everybody bought tech stocks because all the CEOs had all this free money to go out and buy their own shares. And the less shares they had outstanding, the earnings would go up on their own. Profits would go up. Even though you didn't have earnings or profits, they go up and they push your stock price up. So we've had this massive inflation for 13 years. That's what it is. Massive inflation. And for them to turn around now and say, oh, it's over. Inflation's over now. Everything's fine again. We're going to have a soft landing. There's not going to be a recession. And the one I like, inflation is really cooling. Cooling? What are you, nuts? That's insane. Matter of fact, what's really funny is, you know how every day the fake Business News Network would say, this is our 10th straight day that the Dow closed higher. This is the 11th straight day. This is the 12th straight day. But when they finally that busted, now they turn to months. Listen, here's when they're talking about days, right?
Stocks ended mostly lower on this Wednesday, though the Dow did extend a monstrous 12-day win streak to 13 straight days of gains. This is the longest win streak since 1987.
And when that broke, what are we going to do? Well, let's try months.
Stocks coasted to the end of a fifth straight winning month as investors fully embrace the soft.
I mean, come on. And then when you got terrible earnings, companies aren't making money, what do they tell you to do? Oh, don't worry.
I'm encouraged by the economic data that we're seeing and how that's translating into earnings being a little bit better than expected.
A little bit better than expected. They'll do anything. But if you let yourself, now remember, if you let yourself get tied into this, everything is fine again, right to the point that you're convinced that they're going to start cutting rates, you're going to lose a lot of money. And that's why you got to divorce yourself from these jibber jabbers, the noise. And you can make money in the stock market no matter what the conditions of the market is. But if you get thrown into these stocks on all this nonsense that you shouldn't be in, our members, we make sure they're always in stocks that the money, most of the money is going into, that's going to drive those stocks. And when the money comes out, we turn around and short them. That's the key, turning around and shorting when they go down. I mean, our oil stocks right now, I told my gang today that we want to stay with our oil stocks. That's where the strength is right now. We got into the tech stocks in January and February of this year when nobody wanted them. And that's when we had that huge rally. We caught that rally. I think we averaged over, 40, 50% returns. And remember, at the same time, I'm telling you the market's going to crash. So people don't get that. When I keep saying the market's going to crash, I'm going to say it again. The market's going to crash, but they say everybody's buying stocks. Well, of course, because the market crash is delayed. They keep kicking the can down the road to keep the market going. I mean, think about the banks. After we bought all the tech stocks and they started to do well, and they started to slow down, I said the next stocks are going to go up with the bank stocks. So we cashed out a lot of our winnings, and we started to buy J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, perfect stocks to buy. Nobody wanted them. Now those stocks up, again, as I say, up 40, 50%. And then when they stopped running, we took the money from those, and we went into oil. Then we turned into leisure. Well, that's all over now. As we rotated into those, and all those stocks, let's say all those sectors are up about 40%, 50%. And now what do? Now you wait for the slowdown and then the crash, and you start selling short. Now, you're not going to get a crash right now. What you're going to get, I would say, in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, is about a 5 to 7% correction. And then they're going to have one big last rally. They always have that one big last rally before they stick it to you. And that last rally is where you get prepared. That last rally, you start selling into it. Start taking your cash, taking your money, all your profits, and get set up for the short. But if anyone believes everything's okay again, you're out of your mind. Powell and the White House have not been honest. Not with you, the investors, not with the American people. They haven't been honest. Because remember, when they keep saying that we're going to have a soft landing, there's not going to be a recession, inflation is cooling, and we're about ready to start cutting rates, how can that be? Think about it. When in the current 36 months, the last 36 months, Biden has spent $6 trillion more than the revenues the Treasury took in. That's called a deficit, spending deficit. 36 months, that's the kind of money he spent. We don't have that money. We're in the hole. Deficits are like a stage 4 cancer to the economy and to the stock market. Nothing worse than deficits. But you can make money on this if you know how to sell short. Now, to keep paying for Biden's deficit, what did Powell have to do? He had to continually print money. Print and print and print, which is inflationary, to combat that inflation. Then once we had the inflation, Powell had to turn around and raise rates to fight the inflation, causing the dollar to go down in value. And there's the big problem. Dollar went down 16% while the S&P was rallying 675%. Are you nuts? More when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. The feds have raised interest rates again. And AI is the topic of the day. No matter what the financial headlines are, be a successful investor with Phil's Gang at philsgang.com. Take advantage of the free 10-day trial for the Working Investor Program. Phil Grandy has put together the tools you need to understand the stock market with full access to the Phil's Gang website and access to Phil's Pro 2 color-coded charting software. Know with confidence when to buy, sell, and short a stock. Members also have access to Coffee Talk. Every morning at 8:30 Eastern, Phil Grandy talks about what's happening on Wall Street that day. Want to be a better investor? Then take advantage of the free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. You'll find many more features and tools for the working investor. After the trial, it's just $59.95 a month for membership. Invest with the best. Phil's Gang at philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing is to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing is to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
If you think about last week, it was a picture-perfect soft landing narrative. All the data that we got.
Isn't that amazing? This is what but when you go look at the data, and you tell the truth, it's totally different. You get a different picture. Now remember, when we purchased, the first thing we started to purchase after the crash from November 2022, that first crash went down 38%. Then we went in and we started to buy, we got buy signals on our color-coded chart to start buying first the tech stocks. So we bought Apple, we bought Microsoft, and Apple's up about, it's up now about 36%. Microsoft is up about 23%. And we have Meta, NVIDIA. But we had to start switching out of those. We didn't get out of them totally, but we knew that money, the institutional money, was now moving from the tech stocks into the, I think we went into the bank stocks. So we started to buy the bank stocks next. Same thing. We bought the bank stocks around January and February, And we bought them like J.P. Morgan. Nobody wanted J.P. Morgan. We bought J.P. Morgan. I think we bought J.P. Morgan. I think it was around, it was October 2022. We bought J.P. Morgan. That was around about $121. And today it's about $156. And that's 28%. And we were in and out a couple times. We got back in, then back out, depending on the color code. So we had a nice run on J.P. Morgan. But I wouldn't buy J.P. Morgan today. We're taking profits on J.P. Morgan. So we took our profits on our big tech, bought the banks like J.P. Morgan, had big runs on those. And then when they get tired, we took the money out of J.P. Morgan and we went into travel stocks. And we bought the airlines and we bought the cruise lines. Those were terrific stocks. Same thing. They reach a point and you can see the buying is done. And we were about 30-40% in those. And we took that money, some of that money, and then we started to buy. I think it was oil was next, wasn't it? Or was it? Let's see, travel and oil. Yeah, then we have travel and then oil. So you got to keep rotating. If you just buy a stock and sit there and listen to these people, you're going to get killed. So the rotation is done now, is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you look on our stock chart, you'll see that we went from Apple, then we had our tech stocks, to our bank stocks, to oil stocks, and then we had discretionary stocks. But all the while, we keep rotating them because this whole market, this whole rally is so inflationary, it's going to get destroyed. To tell you that everything's fine now is insane, because here's why. Remember, Biden's deficits, this guy, nobody spends money like Biden on all these programs. And the problem with his programs, like I told you yesterday, they're what they call helicopter money. They don't give you good earnings. They don't give you good returns because it's welfare and green energy. You don't get good returns, and that becomes a real problem. Because now you're investing $3 and getting $1 return, but your inflation continues to go up. And to say, well, they're going to have a soft landing and no recession and inflation is cool is absolutely insane. So, and because he keeps running deficits and we keep printing money. And you keep paying for Biden's deficits. We're paying for them today. It doesn't stop. And Powell continually is printing money every day, which is inflationary, to then combat that inflation from those deficits. And then Powell has to raise rates to fight that inflation. And then the dollar falls in value. Your purchasing power goes down. Remember, your dollar dropped in value 16%, while the S&P was going up 675%. Remember all that QE stuff that was going on? All that zero rates? Now, since Biden took office, and due to his green energy policies, including permitting, all this permitting and environmental resets on refiners, this is called real inflation, because our capacity now is down 1 million a day. So we used to have 1 million more barrels a day. Every day we'd have an extra 1 million barrels a day. That's gone because of his permitting and the restraints he's putting on refining. That causes inflation. That's causing prices to go up. But they're telling you, no, prices aren't going up. Are you kidding? So again, oil in the past 4 weeks is going up 21%. So how are you going to have a soft landing? How is inflation cooling when oil in the past 4 weeks is up 21%? Gasoline has gone up 7% or 17 cents a gallon in the last 4 weeks. Since Biden's been president, gasoline's still up 58%, groceries 20%, energy 33%, rent 30%, heating oil 60%. And you're saying we're going to have a soft landing and it's cooling? No, it's not. So take advantage of these stocks. So you just got to know which stocks to be in. when this stuff's going on. And that's what we do here at Phil's Gang. We'll make sure our members are in the right stocks. When to get in, when to get out. And also know how to short. Now, these refining restraints are killing us under Biden's green energy policies. He's killing our refining capacity. The other problem we got, two of the biggest oil consumers is India. They're struggling to meet 2 million barrels a day. China is struggling to meet 14 million barrels a day. And thank God the economy in China is tanking. And boy, we're going to feel that, I'm telling you. If you remember, I said to you on January 16, 2018, first the tech stocks are going to go down, and then China is going to take everybody down. And China right now is getting ready to take everybody down. China is in deep trouble, deep trouble. More we get back. So more stocks too. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. The feds have raised interest rates again, and AI is the topic of the day. No matter what the financial headlines are, be a successful investor with Phil's Gang at philsgang.com. Take advantage of the free 10-day trial for the Working Investor Program. Phil Grandy has put together the tools you need to understand the stock market, with full access to the Phil's Gang website and access to Phil's Pro 2 color-coded charting software. Know with confidence when to buy, sell, and short a stock. Members also have access to Coffee Talk. Every morning at 8:30 Eastern, Phil Grandy talks about what's happening on Wall Street that day. Want to be a better investor? Then take advantage of the free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. You'll find many more features and tools for the working investor. After the trial, it's just $59.95 a month for membership. Invest with the best. Phil's Gang at philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen to this again about earnings.
Earnings are actually down about 6% year over year, Anastasia, but they're 6% above what the estimates are out there. So that's what's important.
Now, as I said, they're selling you what's important. Now, remember, it always used to be, remember, Kudlow? Earnings. That's the, what do you say? That's the sprouts or the, I don't know what the green shoots and earnings. All they talked about is earnings, the mother milk of the stock market. Now there's, no, they don't matter anymore. As long as they beat their estimate, then go by. Well, wait a minute. That's not what you used to say. It was always, you got to have those earnings. Well, see why they're changing the story, just like they changed the story from 13 weeks right here, right, to months.
Stocks ended mostly lower on this Wednesday, though the Dow did extend a monstrous 12-day win streak to 13 straight days of gains.
And then they stopped that when that blew up, and they switched to months.
Stocks coasted to the end of a fifth straight winning month as investors fully...
And now they're going from earnings to estimates of the earnings. You see how they work, these gangsters? So if you listen to them, you're not going to make money. Now, earnings, they're at a 25-year low. Do you know what that means? Of course you do. And 2023, right now, the year we're in, earnings are already down 16%. So they want to mask that. They don't want you to see that. That's why they're telling you, oh, never mind the earnings, but buy the stock if they beat estimates that was their own estimates that they made up. That's smart, huh? I mean, imagine buy a stock if it beats its own earnings that they made up.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, right? So let's get back to, if you're in the bank stocks and you're up 30, 40, 20%, do what we did. Take profits. You don't have to get out totally, but take profits and set your stop in with a small amount of shares you have left. Same thing with your tech stocks, because they're going to give it up. The only place right now that you want to be is in oil stocks, but you're probably even too late to get into those oil stocks, because most people are. They always get in right before they break. Now, inflation's cooling, they're telling us. It's behind us. What are they, nuts? They know they're lying. They know that's not true at all. It's not behind us. Not at all. So, think about the consumer. They say all this because they want you, the consumer, to feel good, prosperous. They want you to have hope. They want to give you optimism and give you belief, that you believe in what they're saying. And so they're masking what's going on. They're masking the earnings. 60% of the NASDAQ stocks have negative earnings. Only 18 out of the S&P 500 stocks have gains. That's it. They're masking all this. They don't want you to see this. We have the worst manufacturing. Our manufacturing's falling apart. We have our numbers came in for New York Fed manufacturing. New York Empire Manufacturing was negative. Philly Fed, Dallas Fed, all negative. And our leading economic indicators are horrible. Horrible. The worst is coming. That's what they don't want you to know. And you're not going to be prepared for it. But if you come to our school, Phil's Gang, and you learn, you're going to make money. The biggest problem we're going to have now, and this whole stock market's going to blow up, and people don't want to talk about housing. Housing is going to be a disaster. But you can make money. Just start shorting the builders, but not now. Become a member, and we'll show you when to short the builders. Just like we're going to show you when to buy the gold mining stocks. We're going to show you when to short the bank stocks, when to short the tech stocks. They all have had it. But we'll show you when to start shorting those. Housing in America is the backbone of this country. No more. Think about this. Everything's okay again? No, it's not. No more is there a low-price starter home, at least in Sarasota, I don't know in your town, but no more is there a lower-price starter home. Now, starter homes, that was a way for people to get on a real estate ladder, to move up to larger homes, to move into the middle class. Biden destroyed all that. With all these deficits. You just don't get rid of deficits. Deficits is a stage 4 cancer. We had skyrocketing home prices going up 30 to 40 to 50% in 24 months. Because why? Because they kept interest rates at the Fed rate at 0. They could sell you a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 2.3%. Now they're at 7%. Starter homes are gone. You destroyed the housing market, Biden. You destroyed it. Young people can't buy a home. And now the foreclosures you're going to see on these homes, they're all levered up. The average price of a starter home is 45% above what they were pre-pandemic levels. Here in Sarasota, a person now needs 25% more income today than last year, than 12 months ago, to afford a starter home that's here in Sarasota about $400,000. But where's he going to get that income? He needs 25% more income to buy a house today than a year ago. Where's he going to get it? And even if your wages have gone up 4.4% from a year ago, which is about 20% higher than before the pandemic, that's still not enough to meet the average monthly payment on a starter home. You have blown up the starter home. You have blown up America. You have blown up the middle class. Our middle class came from starter homes. And when they got equity in that home, they then would start a small business. Small business is the backbone of our nation. Biden blew that up too. The one thing that Obama said that was true, when he was asked in a hot mic, he had a hot mic on, they asked, well, what do you think about Biden becoming president? And he didn't know his mic was on. He said, he'll screw it up. He'll screw it up. This is unbelievable. And they're telling you, everything's okay, though. Everything's okay. Remember, wages are stagnant. Our savings, there's no more savings went from 32% during the pandemic down to 8.5%, down to 4%. People can't buy homes today out of savings. They don't have any savings left. They're using savings to pay their groceries, their gasoline. They're paying for their basics. They're using their savings. But this is all an advantage to us to make money in the market. As cruel as that sounds, that means this market is going to collapse. And none of you want to believe it. I get it. It's a terrible thing to think about. It's terrible. But this is going to be just like the dot-com crash, when we made a ton of money in the dot-com crash. We made a ton of money in the housing finance crash. Why are we not going to be so lucky? We're not going to make money in the QE crash. This is the QE crash. And the dot-com bubble was made on purpose. The housing finance bubble was created on purpose. And the QE bubble was created on purpose by all the same people. The elitist class, the very wealthy, not the 1%, but the 1/100 of 1%. They created those bubbles on purpose because that's how they make money. Creating them, blowing them up. You just got to have somebody to show you when they're going to blow up so you can ride them up and ride them down. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Good afternoon, America. This is Steve over here at philsgang.com. And have you ever looked at a stock chart and just wondered what in the heck is going on here? Like you just have no clue what's going on. You don't know when to buy. You don't know when to sell. But you're just, well, what I do here at Phil's Gang is I teach you how to recognize those patterns on stock charts. I make sense of those things for you, and I guide you along the way. So if you want to learn with me and you want to know how to make some money, go to philsgang.com. It's 10 days for free. You also get the Pro 2 color-coded chart. What else can I say? I'll see you on the charts. Back to you, Phil.
All right, Steve. I mean, we have, I think, the best educators that I don't know anybody else that can do what we do. And for $39.95 a month. I mean, we really work hard at it. And all we ask, if you start making something, we always kept our, we haven't changed that price, $39.95 in, 28 years? Something like that. We never changed that price. And we always kept that price for one reason, so that people, if they do well, they send money to St. Jude's. St. Jude's. And we've been working with them for years. So all we ask when you join during your 10 days, you're going to have fun. You're going to learn. If you say it's not for me, that's okay. But if you get some knowledge out of what you are and you make a little money, just send a little bit to St. Jude. Look, you'll hear me all the time say, okay, and it's true. Like we're up 20% or 40% in oil, or up 50% in tech, or leisure stocks, we're up 32%. I'm not saying every gang member is up 32% or 50%. What I'm telling you is this. If they listen to us, where we tell them, here's the buy signal, this is where you get in. If they follow us and they stay with our stocks, we stay with the same 6 stocks all year and the same 2 ETFs all year, and then we have our bonus stocks, which there's about 12 bonus stocks. And our bonus stocks never change. They're always the best of the best. Our bonus stocks are the best tech stocks: Microsoft, Apple, Meta, NVIDIA, Amazon. And you'll be getting in those stocks, out of those stocks at the right time. Our bank stocks, bonus stocks: JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Morgan Stanley. Then our oil stocks: XLE, Energy, USO, that's oil, Schlumberger, MRO, a refiner, and COP, Conoco. And then we have some great discretionary stocks. And that's it. That's our world. We stay in those same stocks. And our basic stocks, which about 70% of our income comes from, is the 6 stocks and the 2 ETFs, Spiders, the Qs, and JP Morgan, Apple, AU, MRO, Boeing, and Target. You don't need any more stocks than that. You don't have to keep getting a hot stock. That's why 85% of you lose money. Think about that. Why do 85% of investors lose money? Because you listen to all these dopes. I mean, anybody that tells you, oh, don't worry about the earnings, now that they're down to worst earnings in 25 years, don't worry, it's okay. Just now go buy the stock anyways, because the CEO made sure that he beat his own earnings because he sets his own earnings in place. So when the brokerage house comes to them or the market maker, they'll say, well, how much are your earnings? So he'll say, well, it's like 2%, when he knows they're 5%. So now it comes out at 5%. Wow! So what they're telling you now is that's why you should buy. Even though the earnings were down 20%, as long as he beat his expectation of those earnings, that's what you buy. Are you nuts? That's like going to a butcher and they take the steak and chop it out and they give you the bone. And they throw the beautiful fillet out to some dog. I mean, it's ridiculous. And education in the market, you don't have to sit there and have, study all day and all night long. No, that's not the system. It's online. Your education's online. Everything's archived. And you're going to learn simple techniques. And the first technique we got to get into your head is you only need 6 stocks. There's no such thing as hot stocks. Because what you're going to learn, those 6 stocks, as long as they're the best 6 stocks, and then you got another 12 bonus stocks, and you rotate among those stocks, but you sit back and you let that pattern setup come to you. You don't pull the trigger until the setup is coming to you. 85% of people lose money in the market because they look at a stock, they chase it. They see, oh, it's at $80. I got to get it before it goes to 81. Or it's at 82. I got to get it before it goes to 83. You don't have to know anything about the stock. You don't have to know any of the fundamentals about the stock. Don't have to know the PE ratio. Don't have to know the price to book. You don't have to know the free cash flow. All the stuff you used to have to know. You had to know that stuff. I used to always look at free cash flow. I don't even look at it. I haven't looked at it in years. Because now with the technology that we design, our own charts, these are our charts. They tell you when to buy. They tell you when to sell. But they also warn you while you're in a stock, if all of a sudden the money is starting to come out, you get a warning. Did your broker ever call you and say, hey, your money's coming out of your stock, we better take some out? No. And for people who buy and hold, you're out of your mind. A buy and hold portfolio is a big win for the money managers and huge losses for you, the investor. These money managers collect extreme commissions. I mean, just unbelievable, beautiful commissions. Big, huge commissions. They collect these extremely large compensations. Why? For hardly any effort. No skill, I shouldn't say no skill, little skill and little intelligence. They love to get you into buy and hold. And then they just hold your hand. Just hold your hand. That's all they do. Hold your hand, make you feel good. And then when your stock is going down, they tell you, buy more of it. How stupid is that? Buy and hold strategy ignores the essential concept of risk management in which you make money. Look, check it out. I don't know of another, we'll call it educational school or department that you can come to where it's so simple, it's so easy, but it's fun. And the charts we designed for you, I don't know how can you not make money? But you make that decision. You'll sell yourself. I'm not here to sell you on that. You'll sell yourself during the 10 days. When you're sitting there and you're looking at a stock, like you watch, we're going to make some real good money with our gold miners because the dollar is going to get crushed because they're going to have to keep raising rates. They're going to have to keep raising rates. Now, if they stop raising rates because of political pressures, do you know what's going to happen to inflation? it's going to go crazy. Every dollar in your wallet is going to go down probably 15% over the next 18 months. So the nice thing about following the money instead of the BS is when no matter which stock you buy, if you're with us and you buy JP Morgan, or we have you buy Apple, or we have you buy Boeing, you're going to know exactly why you're getting into it. And you're going to see it's going to turn green. It shows you. And then you're going to learn, okay, is it going up? How do you know it's going to keep going up? You're going to learn that. Those are the little things you learn. And within 10 days, you're going to learn so much. Even if you don't stay with us, you're going to say, man, I know more about the stock market. I learned more in 10 days than I've learned in 20 years. So go to my site, philsgang.com. All right, join myself and Willie and Steve and Autumn. We're here to help you. And we make it easy and it's fun. See on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.